Alright, buds, back again. And this time around, the Allies were going to play Anglo-French Amphibious Assault. Transfer any two British or French Marine units from the reinforcement pool to the staging area. They have one of their printed combat strength this turn, and I get the fleet, uh, this thing, fleet bombardment. It's like an airstrike, but you can only use it against port cities. And once per game, the Anglo-French can make a landing in the Red Sea. And that is what I am going to do. It costs me one turn, so the turns go down to 8. I get 1 combat strength, that's fine. I went ahead and allocated the air units. I put 2 up here, bombing Port Said. I put 3 here, bombing Ismailia. It has 2 units in it, and one bombing down here in Suez City, but along with a naval bombardment. So it's like 2. The 2 units that no, there's only 2 Marine units, 1 French, 1 English, or yeah, English, whatever. One's mechanized, Royal Marine Commandos, British. It's a mechanized amphibious unit, and then there's this Marine Commando French unit, and they're all landing here at Suez City. Now, first up, what we're going to do. Oh, and the Israelis are moving out of Gaza, leaving it ungarrisoned. Certain cards will call for Egyptian units to pop up in certain areas, namely the victory areas, and if you don't leave them garrisoned, well, you got to fight for them again. Well, you got to fight for them either way, but anyway, they're moving down here to fight this air unit. The 2 mechanized divisions are moving up here to Abu Agila to fight this infantry unit. The Marines down here are fighting a mechanized unit in Suez City. Hopefully this naval and air strikes wipe that out. These 3 aircraft are bombing, well, that's not too bad. An anti-aircraft unit, they only get 1 shot though. They can only hurt 1 plane at the most. But and then there's an infantry unit there. And then this French and British Air Force, tank unit. There's an army unit there in Port Said. It'd be nice to get rid of that. So then we're going to make the, the next phase is the anti-aircraft phase. We have an anti-aircraft unit here, but no aircraft attacking, so nothing. The only issue we have is this anti-aircraft here gets 1 die. And he needs a 5 to abort the unit or a 6 to take a step loss from it. He rolled a 4, no effect. Okay, now then the next step is the airstrikes. I have 2 up here, 2 dice apiece for a total of 4 dice. I need 5s or 6s. 5s retreat, 6s destroy. But that's a city, and Egyptians ignore retreat, so I need 6s to do anything. Got 1, destroyed it. This armor unit is kaput. He goes down here and he eliminated up 4. These planes fly over here to the Allied used box, along with that Israeli plane that's been there forever. There's my phone ringing. Let me turn my phone off, please. Down here we have 2, 4, 6 strikes, air strikes, and that is in a square, which is a town, which is no effect on combat. So 5s or 6s, 5 retreats, 6s destroy. Oh man, what a handful of crap. Well, 1 retreat. So both are one of those retreat. I think only one. Yeah, it's only rolled 1 5. So 1 unit retreats 1 hex. But I can, or 1 space. But I can determine which unit in which space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the infantry guy there and retreat this air defense unit way out here in the middle of nowhere. And then these 3 guys fly over here to the use box. Then down here we have strength of 2 naval bombardment and 2 airstrikes for a total of 4 dice. And naval bombardment acts just like airstrikes. And that's in a city. So they ignore retreats. I need 6s. Get nothing. So that was ineffective. That means my Marines are going to have to fight for the city. The naval bombardment's always available, and the French plane flies back to the use box. Now for the amphibious assault, we have to roll to see who has tactical superiority or initiative. The British unit here with the arrow is a elite unit, so he gets a plus. So they get a +1 to their initiative. The gray die will be the Anglo-French, +1 easily. They get to go first. They're going to go first. They go first with their strongest unit, which is 3. So I get 3 dice. That's in a city. I need a 6. Oh, please give me a 6. Nothing. Damn it. So then he strikes back with a 2. He's got 2 dice. And he needs a 5 or a 6. He got a 5, so I have to retreat 1 unit. Now this is kind of a goofy rule. It's gamey, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to retreat here to that hex. It just says I have to retreat to an empty hex. And that's the empty hex. He's still in a fight. Now the reason I retreated this guy first is because I already rolled with him. If I retreated the blue guy, the battle would have started over. Well, you know what? Let's do that. We'll retreat the blue guy. Keep that guy. He already attacked. I can't attack with him, so there's a new round of battle. We have to roll for tactical superiority again. The black die is the Anglo-French. They get +1. 5 against 4. They get to go first with 3 dice. I need a 6. Got 1. That eliminates this guy. There goes my phone again. That eliminates that guy. And the amphibious assault is a success, sort of. Well, I guess completely. Actually, not only was it a success, he got to advance. Well, so that's done. Next up, what we're going to do are these Israeli attacks into those Arab forts. The defending Egyptian units get +1 combat unit, combat strength. We're going to attack here first. The Israelis have an elite unit, so they get +1. White is Israelis, +1. Well, the Egyptians go first, but they only get 1 die, and they need a 5 or a 6. They got a 3, which is nothing. The Israelis go with their next unit, with their first unit, which is, they'll go with their strongest, which is the 5 strength. And I need a 6 to do anything to them in that fort. Got it. Wipe this air defense unit out. And they successfully took that fort. Down here, we have 2 mechanized fighting this infantry unit. Again, the wipes the Israeli initiative, and it's whoever gets highest. There's no elite units involved. And the Egyptians go first. They get 2 strength, so they roll 2 dice, 5s or 6s. They got a 5. That means they forced one of the Israeli units to retreat, which this one will retreat down to here. The one that attacked will retreat. The one that didn't attack, now it's his turn to attack. He gets 6 dice because his combat strength is 6, and he needs 6s, and he got 1. So this unit's destroyed, and he successfully took Abu Agilia. Okay, now admin phase. We are going to roll for the Israeli aircraft to return. I need a 4, 5, or a 6. 5, Israeli aircraft returns. He's available. I have 2 French planes, 4, 5, or 6 for them to return. Both of them return. Not too shabby. And then I got 4 British planes, and I need a 4, 5, or 6 for them to return. 3 of them return, 1 doesn't. So I get 3 British planes back next turn to use, and 1 is not available this next turn. And now it's the up 4 players' turn. We draw a card, and we get 0 turns lost. Egyptian counteroffensive. Replace 1 Egyptian unit. During the reaction phase, roll 1 die for each unit on the map. Okay, now this is an Egyptian, well, a counteroffensive. They're gonna. Okay, this is gonna have to be another short video. I'm gonna have to make a die roll, make some moves with the Egyptians, and they're gonna attack if they can. And we'll be back.